Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday, May 18th. Oh my gosh. How is it the 18th of May? I can't believe that we only have 4 weeks of school left. Um, I can't believe we're already more than halfway through the month of May. I mean, to be fair, I think looking outside and seeing the weather probably is a good reason why it's really hard to believe because it's cold and it's wet, and that's not usually what mid-May feels like. So really there's a lot of interesting unexpected things happening. But you know what, we're back. It's Monday. That means it's Mindful Monday. We're gonna just Today's gonna be simple, guys. We're just gonna read a book and talk for a couple minutes about it and then start our week. So before we get started with that book, though, you guys already know I want us to take out our breathing tool and let's take 3 deep breaths together. You guys ready? Okay. Last one. All right, good job. I wanted to mention about the breathing tool. If you guys have a tape measure, feel free to use that while you're using your breathing tool. I sometimes actually have my son do that. We've got like a little mini one. I wish I had it with me. And when he breathes, I have him like literally measure the breaths. And like sometimes he gets goofy and like does it really, really big. But it gets him out of the mindset that he was in, so it ends up working. So you guys can try that if you want to. Oh my goodness, the sun is coming out of one of the clouds. It's so exciting. So let's go ahead and do our feelings check-in. I got a couple different feelings. So my first one, I haven't shown this one yet. What do you guys think that one is? He's kind of goofy looking, huh? This one is hurt. Now, my feelings aren't hurt. There's lots of different versions of hurt, right? We could absolutely have our feelings hurt, whether it's by someone else or by ourselves. But there's also like an actual hurt, like your body hurts. Something on you hurts. Like maybe you got an injury or something. I have hurt because my body hurts because I'm sore like everywhere. I'm so sore. One of the things I've been taking on during this shelter in place is I've been doing lots of fun workouts with Coach Burns, Allison Burns, one of our PE teachers, and it's gotten kind of hardcore lately, and so my body hurts. But this is a good hurt. It's the kind of hurt where I'm like, I earned this. I feel good. Has anybody else ever like just had like a long, really active day and you woke up the next day and like stretched your arms and your legs out and you just like your muscles just feel really tired? That's me this morning. I have one other feeling. That's this one. I have shown this one before, but it's been a while. This one is optimistic. It's another big word. So I'm feeling optimistic. And if you don't remember what optimistic means, it basically means thinking and feeling positive. So when you wake up in the morning, you either think to yourself, today's going to be the best day ever. You're optimistic. Or you think, oh, today's going to be the worst day ever. That's you being pessimistic. So when you're optimistic, you feel positive, you feel good, you believe that things are going to go well. I know I'm going to do really good on this test. I think I'm going to have a really good time on this Zoom with my class today. And that's you thinking optimistic rather than thinking negative. And when we think optimistic, normally good things happen. It's almost like we wish it into our day when we're optimistic. So I'm actually feeling just super optimistic about this week. I'm optimistic it's going to be a great week. I had a really hard week last week, and so I'm optimistic that this week's going to be better. How are you guys feeling? I want to know. I keep getting emails from you guys. I want them to continue because I love knowing how you're doing. I did want to mention too, I have a few students who have been filling out the student check-in form on my website. You guys are welcome to do that. There is a check-in area where you can check how you're feeling today. So feel free to check in with me in that way. Or you guys can just do what you've been doing, which is sending me your beautiful emails. If you're with your family, let's turn and talk to them. Or if you're with yourself and you just want to share how you're feeling with yourself, take out your journal and write, how are you feeling today and why? So go ahead and press pause and do that now. All right, good job and welcome back. So I am going to read you guys a book today, and if you haven't read this book, I think you're absolutely going to love it. If you have read it, I'm sure you're happy to read it again, because it is really important to remind ourselves what it actually means to be present. The whole point of mindfulness is to be present in the moment. And if you don't know what that means, well, then how are you going to improve on it? So this book, I think, illustrates beautifully what it means to slow down, what it means to not worry, what it means to simply just be. So this book is called What It Means to Be Present. And we'll just chat about it for a couple minutes at the end. But the drawings, the illustration is just beautiful. I think you guys are going to really like this one. Okay. What it means to be present. Let me adjust myself so you guys can see this book. There we go. What does it mean to be present? Does it mean showing up in class? No. Does it mean sharing something at show and tell? No. Does it mean wrapping yourself up? No. Although we like those kinds of presents, don't we? Being present means listening carefully when others are speaking. Noticing when someone needs help and taking the time to give them the help that they need. Focusing on what's happening now instead of thinking about what's next. So you see, she is looking up at the clock and thinking about what's next instead of being present like some of these other kiddos. Appreciating what you have, even if what someone else has seems better. Waiting patiently for your turn. Treating each new experience as an opportunity. And understanding that making mistakes is how we learn and grow. Being grateful for your family and friends and telling them so. Savoring each bite of your delicious food. Cuddling with your puppy and enjoying how soft and wiggly he feels. Relishing the warmth of the sun and the sound of the rain. Feeling the sand between your toes, watching the rolling waves and smelling the briny seaweed. Listening to the cawing seagulls and tasting the ocean's salty spray. Allowing the rhythm of your breath, in and out, to make you feel peaceful. Look, even the doggy is mindful. Closing your eyes and being still to hear your inner voice. Being present means living in the moment. It means realizing that yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. You guys know I love that quote. So telling your friends what it means to be present and spread the word. So tell your friends what it means to be present and spread the word. When we're all present, life can be much richer, fuller, and happier. And that's the end of it. Isn't that such a good book? It's so straightforward, and it just lays out exactly what it means to be present, to feel present, to just sit back and take in whatever it is that you're doing, whoever you're with, whatever you're tasting. I really, really appreciate this book. I don't think it's just for kids. I think it's actually really great for adults too. If you are an adult and you're watching this, or if you're just an older kiddo, there are so many times, I guess I'll just ask, do you ever notice that when you have like a few moments, or you sit down for a second and you're not doing anything, you ever notice how you reach for your phone or you reach for your computer to check your emails, to send a text message, to check your social media? We don't ever sit in the present moment and just appreciate it. It's very rarely that we're sitting and we're not doing something else, like watching the news or watching a TV show or, like I said, texting somebody. It's never our first thought to just sit and be. We don't have to always be doing something. We don't always have to be worrying about what's for dinner or worrying about what we got to get done for tomorrow or thinking about, gosh, I could have probably done that better than I did yesterday. That's the history. Yesterday's history. Tomorrow, we don't know. It's a mystery. We have to work harder on just simply being present and really just relishing all of those moments that we let slip by. When I read this, there were so many things in here that I guess piqued my interest, but really just kind of reminded me why it is important to be present. Even like on kind of rainy mornings like today, or just like kind of colder mornings, I like to actually just sit and listen to the rain or listen to, what birds are outside. And it's hard. And I think that we have convinced ourselves that if we're not doing something, we're being lazy, or if what we're doing isn't fun, then it's boring. But that's not the case. Actually, what you're doing is you're listening to what is around you and you're allowing yourself to not worry, to not feel stressed out. I think I talked about this during one of my Mindful Mondays, but I talked about like illustrating mindfulness with spaghetti, I think, and showing how, an uncooked spaghetti is really like what it's like to not be mindful. You're constantly tense, like your muscles aren't relaxed. And if you do that right now, let's do that really quick. Let's for 10 seconds just tense all of our muscles. Okay, you guys ready? Go ahead and start, and I'll count in my head. Tense. Okay, go ahead and let it out. Was that comfortable? Did that feel good? Does that feel natural to hold and tense yourself? No, that's not what we're supposed to be doing all the time. And that's what happens when you're not present, and when you're worrying, you're tensing up and you don't notice it. But sometimes at the end of the day, your shoulders hurt. Sometimes at the end of the day, you have a headache. Sometimes at the end of the day, you're just like completely exhausted because you've been tensing your muscles, you've been tensing your head, and you haven't been letting yourself relax and just be present. And when you're mindful, it's like that cooked spaghetti. It's more fluid, it has more flexibility, it's calm. Taking a deep breath and relaxing all of your muscles it feels more natural because that is what we are supposed to be doing. We are naturally supposed to live in the moment, not worry about the future or the past. So I love this book so much because I think it illustrates perfectly what it means to be present in all the different ways that you can be present throughout the day. Because it's not just one time in the day when you can stop and think about what you're currently doing, or you can stop and relax yourself, or you can stop and be present. It's all throughout your day. So I kind of thought about like what are some fun activities we could do with this book, and then I thought like I don't think we need to do anything crazy to really get a lesson from this book. I think this book in itself is enough of a lesson. So I think maybe what you guys can try to do just to practice being present today and this week and just moving forward is you could actually maybe set one specific time during the day, or if you want to just do during the week, that's fine too, where all the electronics go into a room and the door is shut, and that means like TV off and stuff too, and you just be in the moment with whomever you're with doing whatever you're doing, and you just focus on that. You know, we've done Lego activities together. That's a really good mindfulness tool, doing Legos, because it's very much just being present and building one thing after another. You can play games with your family, but every time your brain tells you I should be doing something else, challenge that. Stop it. Tell your brain it's okay. I'm here in this moment, and this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. In my family, we put all of our cell phones and our computers in a room on Sundays, and we don't look at them. And a lot of my friends know that now. They know that if they want to text me something, I'm probably not going to get it till like later, either later in the afternoon or in the evening on Sundays, because we want to just be present and with each other on Sundays. So that could be something that as a family you guys decide to do as well, a really simple thing. Or it could just be like 1 hour a day, everything gets turned off and goes away, and you just focus on being present. One other thing that you guys can do as a family is during dinner. This one's really fun. You can just, while you're taking bites of food, describe what it's like. Describe the textures, the colors, the smell, the taste. And you can kind of each go one at a time. And it's really funny, actually, if you guys watch like the Food Network, or if you've ever watched like a food or like a chef or somebody critique food, and they'll take a bite and they literally describe every morsel, every texture, every flavor that happens, and it's literally them being present and being in the moment. That is exactly what I want you to do. And it's funny when you're with your family, because sometimes we will like kind of try to outdo each other, and come up with even funnier ways to describe the taste and the smell and the flavors that are happening, and like just the different textures. So you can just do that too. That is one simple way to practice being present and have fun with it and have it be more natural. It's just, being present is natural. We've just forgotten to do it. And so sometimes it does feel like it's not something that we should be doing, or that does feel natural, but it truly is. So we just have to practice getting ourselves back to that mindset. So if you're anything like me, if you're a rusher, if you're somebody who's constantly wanting to get things done and go, this is a really good practice for you to slow down and maybe for 1 hour a day, put everything away and just be present. Or maybe just while you're eating, don't mindlessly eat just to get it over with. Don't quickly try to put the food in your mouth so that you can go play your game, or just really quickly try to eat because it's not really your favorite thing, or, oh, I gotta hurry up and feed my children, so I better hurry up and feed myself. Calm down, take a deep breath, enjoy your food, talk about what it tastes like, enjoy it, love it, be present, and have fun with it. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me for Mindful Monday. Thanks for learning what it means to be present. I will see you guys tomorrow for Tool Tuesday. We got another great tool to add to our toolbox, so please press play tomorrow and have a great, wonderful Monday. And yeah, stay happy. I want you to stay healthy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.